Good evening, all of you guys. I hope my voice is audible to all of you. So today what we will do is we will just solve the questions which you have doubts in all the four sets, guys. Just let me know from the CSAT 17, set 17, what are the doubts that you have. Okay, guys, you just let me know till the time I will solve this first question. Okay, you just let me know if you have further doubts in this CSAT 17 set. See, guys, A can complete a piece of work in 4 days. B takes the double time taken by A, right? So if they are saying that A is taking 4 days to complete the work, B will be double that of 4, right? So that will be 8 days. Similarly, C takes double that of B, so C will be again 8 into 2, that will be 16. And D takes double the time that of C to complete the same task. So D will be basically 16 into 2, so that will be 32, right? So 32 is the number of days that has been taken by D to complete the same task, right? Now, they are paired in a group of 2 each. Okay, so these are the pairs mentioned in the option, right? One pair takes 2/3 the time needed by the second pair to complete the same tasks, right? Let's say P1 is the first pair. They are saying that that will take 2/3 time taken by the pair P2, right? Now we have to find out the first pair, right? Now how do we solve this, guys? Okay, see, now we can take the work volume as the LCM of all these numbers, right? 4, 8, 16, 32. So what will be work units total if I consider? Work units will be 32 basically, because the LCM of 4, 8, 16 and 32 is 32 units. Let's calculate the efficiencies of all these guys, right? So 32 by 4, right? What will be the efficiency of A? That will be 8 units per day, right? What will be efficiency of B? 32 by 8, right? Sorry. Then 4 units per day. Similarly, efficiency of C will be 2 units per day and efficiency of D will be only 1 unit per day. Now we have to see, guys, the total work volume is 32, right? Now we will take one pair by pair, right? So for example, if I take pair of A and B, so together they will do how much of work? If I explore option A, right? So A plus B will work 8 plus 4, 16 units per day, right? And what will be the other pair? It will be C plus B, right? Sorry, C plus D. So that will be 2 plus 1. So it will be 3 units per day. Now, if you see, the first pair is doing 16 and the third one is doing 3 units per day. So I cannot get the ratio of 2 by 3, right? So this option is not valid, right? You just have to take the ratio, because their work unit per day together will be basically defining this 2 by 3 ka ratio if the answer is correct. See, now let's move to option B. Option B says A and C, right? So A is doing 4 units of work. So A plus C calculate kar lete. That will be 4 plus 16, 20 units per day. And similarly, the next one remaining pair would be B plus D. B plus D will be 5 plus 1. So again, it is 4 units per day. Still, I am not getting the ratio of 20 by 4 will be what? It is not 2 by 3, right? I should get the ratio of 2 by 3. Now let's see option C, guys, B and C, right? So B plus C will be how much? 4 plus 2, right? B plus C will be 4 plus 2, and 6. And the remaining one would be A and D. That will be 8 plus 1. So 8, A plus D will be 8 plus 1, right? So 9. So can you see the ratio of B plus C and A plus D now? So 6 by 9 is basically what, right? It is 2 by 3, right? So option C should be correct answer. So basically, the first pair B and C will take 2/3 of the time compared to this, right? Oh, sorry. We have to find out the reverse ratio, right? So basically what we have to do is, right? In this case, what you have to do is, so this is the work unit they are having right now. Okay, but if you are able to see, B and C together is able to do 6 units per day, and A and D is able to do 9 units per day. So who is doing more work in one day? A and D is doing more work in one day. But what is the first pair talks about? First pair should do more work, because first pair is able to complete only the complete work in 2/3 of the time of pair 2, right? So pair 2 is working for more number of days, and pair 1 is working for less number of days. So this cannot be option. Now let's see option D. The option D says A and D. So A plus D will be basically what? 4 plus 1, right? A plus D will be 4 plus 1, 5, right? And, oh sorry, 8 plus 1, 9. 8 plus 1, 9. Efficiency is 8 units per day, 1 unit per day. And the remaining what would be B plus C, right? So B plus C will be what? 4 plus 2. Now it is 6. Now if you take the ratio of 6 by 9, right? Because this is the second pair and this is the first pair, so that will be 2 by 3. Option C is correct answer in this case, right? Okay. Now see the next question, guys. See the next question. Next question says, let A, B, C, and D are natural numbers such that two of them are odd and two of them are even, not necessarily in the same order. So we don't know the base, what will be the order, which will be basically odd number and which will be even number, that we don't know. Now we have been given these two statements. Statement 1 says AB plus CD can be an odd number. So if you read this, can be an odd number. Okay, here it should be B basically. Can be an odd number. So what we have to think about this statement is, we have to think about possibility, right? So is it possible that AB plus CD can be odd number? To see now, guys, how we can make this as odd number. Let's say, for example, if I make A as odd, right, and B as odd, plus C as even and D as even, right? So odd into odd is basically what? Odd number, right? Plus even into even number is what basically? Even into even is even number, right? So what is the summation of odd and even? Just for example, odd plus even will be always equal to even number, right? Sorry, odd number. So this is possible that if I make AB as odd, right, and CD as even, so it is possible to have this AB plus CD as odd number, right? So this is one of the possibility, but this is not 100% true. But the statement is about possibility. So if I talk about possibility, then it is correct statement, right? Now let's go to the second statement. AB plus BC plus CD plus DA is an even number. Now if you see here, they are not using the word of possibility, right? Can, could, right? So basically it is a certain statement now. Now we have to see that this statement should be always true no matter what happens. So it is possible. See now, is it possible that we have to see? So if I again consider A as odd number, right? A as odd number, B as let's say odd number, and C as let's say even number, and D as even number. See now, let's rewrite this statement here. AB plus BC plus CD plus D. See now. Now A is what? Odd into odd. Right. Similarly, B is what? Odd into even. Right. C again odd. Sorry, C is again even into even. C and D both are even. And D is what? Odd plus even. Right. Sorry, odd into even. Now see guys, odd into odd will always give you odd number. Odd into even will give you even number. Even into even will always give you even number. And odd into even will give you again even number. So you are having 3 even number and 1 odd number. So even plus even plus even will always give you even number. And if you add odd plus even, so it will give you odd number. So if I consider A as odd, B as odd, and C and D are even, so this statement is not correct. Okay, but this statement should be always true according to the statement, according to the level of certainty is talking about, right? This is AB plus BC plus CD plus DA. They are saying that it is an even number, but this is not always true. So this second statement is wrong, right? So in this case, one only will be correct answer, right? Now let's move to the third statement, guys. What is the remainder when 8 raised to 801 divided by 5? 8 raised to 801 divided by 5. So in such cases, guys, in such questions, what you have to do is you just find out the pattern, right? Then how do you find out the pattern? You first see 8 raised to 1 by 5. What will be the remainder here? 3, right? 8 raised to 2, yani ki 64 divided by 5. What will be remainder? 4, right? 8 ka cube will be what? 512, sorry, what is 8 का cube guys? 512, right? 512 divided by 8. So here you will get a remainder of 2. And if you see 8 raised to 4, okay, it will be 4096, right? Divided by 8. Here you will get a remainder of 1, right? Here you will get a remainder of 1. Okay, you just try to divide it. You will see that here remainder will be 1, right? Now, sorry, we are dividing by 5. We want to divide by 5. My bad. So 4, 1. Now, if you say, see guys, 8 raised to 5, okay, that will be a very big number. But if you divide it by 5, you will again see that remainder will start from 3. So 3, 4, 2, 1, this will be the pattern. Okay, for this 8 raised to 5, you will have to find once. And then once you get the 3, you can understand that this 3, 4, 2, 1 cycle is getting repeated, right? Now, in this case, this fourth power, basically the all the power which are divisible by 4 will be having remainder of 1. Okay, see now, what is the power which is close to 801 and which is divisible by 4? So 800, right? So 8 raised to 800, if I divide it by 5, so this 800 is divisible by 4, so it will give us a remainder of 1. But if I go to the next power, 8 raised to 801 divided by 5, so it will give me again a remainder of 3, because this 3, 4, 2, 1 cycle will always follow. So in this case, your answer would be option A. Clear, guys? Now see fourth question. Fourth question is easy one. A sphere of radius r has the same volume of a cone with a circular base of radius r. See now, what is the volume of sphere, guys? Volume of sphere is 4 by 3 pi into r cube. R is the radius. And what is the volume of right circular cone? Right, right circular cone, it will be 1 by 3 pi r square h. Right. Now what they are talking about is both of the radius are same. So basically this is a sphere having radius r, and this is a cone having this base ka radius as r, and we have to find out this height, right? And height is what will be the volume of this cone? It will be 1 by 3 pi r square h, right? Now see guys, we can equate this because volumes are same. 4 by 3 pi r cube will be basically 1 by 3 pi r square into h. We have to find out the value of h, right? Now this 3 will get cancelled, pi will get cancelled, this r square and this r will be remaining here, right? So h will be basically what? 4r. Okay, easy question. This was option C. Okay, now let's see this fifth question, guys. Fifth question is quite interesting. See now, Karan and Arjun run a race of 100 meter, right? Where Karan beats Arjun by 10 meter. So basically, let's say if you're having a 100-meter race, okay. So if let's say Karan starts from here, so Karan is reaching in certain amount of time up to this position, right? But when Arjun start from this, right? So Arjun is able to reach only 90 meters, right? In the same time that Karan has reached for 100 meters, right? So what will be the ratio of their speeds, guys? So ratio of speed of Karan, right, to the ratio of speed of Arjun, will it be basically equal to distance traveled by them because time is same, right? So their ratio is 10 by 9. Now what is happening in the next case? To do a favor to Arjun, Karan starts 10 meter behind the starting line in a second 100-meter race. So basically in second race, what is happening? Instead of starting from here, Karan is starting here. Okay. Now what is the distance that Karan has to travel? It will be 110 because he is giving 10, he is starting 10 meters behind. So Karan is basically starting 10 meters behind, so he has to travel a total distance of 110 meters, right? See now, they both run at their previous speed, earlier speeds. Which of the following is true in connection with the second race? See now guys, we have the ratio of their speeds. Now we have the distance that Karan has to travel for the second time. So we can calculate what will be the distance in the same time that Arjun has traveled in the second race, right? Now as you know, guys, speed is equal to distance upon time. So speed is basically equal to directly proportional to the distance. So we can compare this 10 by 9 ka ratio. 10 is what? 10 is for Karan. So how much distance he is covering now? 110. And how much distance Arjun will cover? That we have to find. Let's say it is x, right? Let's find out the value of x. 110 by 10 into 9. So that will be basically 99. So how much distance Arjun is traveling, right? It is running 99 meters. Okay, but still in the time where Karan has reached up to this finishing line, covering a distance of 110 meters. In the second race, Arjun is only running for 99 meters. Still, Arjun is basically losing the race, right? So option D will be correct answer here. Karan beats Arjun by 1 meter, right? Karan beats Arjun by 1 meter. So option D is correct answer. Clear, guys? Easy question this was. Okay. See the next one now. See, what would be the sum of all four digits? Sorry, what will be the sum of all four-digit numbers less than 2000 formed by digits 1, 2, 3, 4? So we have options of having digits 1, 2, and 3 and 4. So we have only four digits. But numbers should be less than 2000, right? So what can be the numbers which can be formed by using these four digits? And summation should, sorry, number should not exceed more than 2000. So in the first place, I can keep only one out of this 1, 2, 3, 4, right? I cannot start number with 4. I cannot start number with 3 and 2. Okay, I will have to always start with number 1 because I want number less than 2000. See now guys, if I place 1, 2, if I start with 1, 2, I will have 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Then I will have 1, 2, 4, 3. Then if I start with 1, 3, so 1, 3, 2, 4, and then 1, 3, 4, 2. If I start with 1, 4, it will be then 1, 4, 2, 3, and 1, 4, 3, 2. Okay, so these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, only these 6 numbers are possible, guys. Okay, which are less than 2000. Okay, by using these four digits. So if you take summation of all these numbers, right? Now what I have to do is I have to adjust these numbers. So this will be basically, if I do the summation, I know it now, it is 7998, right? Option A is correct answer in this case. Okay, easy question this was again. See now second question. 421 and 451 when divided by the same number leave the same remainder of 1. How many numbers can be used as a divisor in order to get the same remainder of 1? So we have to find out what are the numbers which will give us a remainder of 1 when we divide these both numbers. See now guys, in such case what you do is you find out the difference between these two numbers first, that will be 30. So all the divisors of 30 will be the only numbers which can give us the same remainder or which will be able to divide these both numbers. Okay, this is the only possibility. See now, what are the factors of 30? The first factor of 30 will be basically 1 into 30. The next will be 2 into 15. Then it will be 3 into 10, right? Then 4 is not possible, 5 into 6. Okay, so these are the 8 factors of 30. Now let's start with by dividing these two numbers, guys. Let's say 421 and 451. Okay, if I start dividing by 1, so let's calculate the remainder here. Okay, remainder for 431 and 421 and 451. So if I divide by 1, what is the remainder? I will get 0, 0. So I cannot calculate this, right? Now let's take the second number, second factor 2. So if I divide it by 2, I will get a remainder of 1 here. And if I divide 451 by 2, I'll get a remainder of 1. So I can count 2 in my summation, right? Now let's see 3. So 420 is divisible by 3. 421 will give me a remainder of 1. 450 is also divisible by 3. So 451 will give me a remainder of 1. Now let's see by dividing it by 5. So 5 will also give you a remainder of 1. Right. Now let's see with 6. So 6, 420 is divisible by 6 and 421 will give remainder 1. 450 is also divisible by 6 and 451 will give remainder of 1. Right. Similarly, after 6, let's have it 10. So 10 will also give me remainder of 1 and here also remainder of 1 and last one is 15. Okay, second last one. 15 will also give me remainder of 1 because 420 is divisible by this and 450 is also divisible by 1. It will give me remainder of 1. And the last number is 30, guys. Okay, last number is 30. So 30 will also give me remainder of 1 and this will also give me remainder of 1. So all these blue divisors 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. 7 divisors are possible which will give me remainder of 1. So option C is correct answer. Okay. See now guys. If today is Monday, then which is the day exactly on 10 raised to 6th day? Okay. How do you solve such question guys? Let's say for example if today is Monday. Okay. If let's say we start with today and we have Monday, right? Now, what will be the first day after this Monday, guys? What will be the first day after this Monday? It will be Tuesday, right? What will be second day? It will be Thursday, right? What will be third day after this Monday? It will be Friday. What will be fourth day? It will be Saturday, right? What will be fifth day? Sunday. Sixth day, it will be Monday, right? And seventh day, again, it will be Tuesday. Okay. So after 7, eighth day basically. So if you divide 8 by 7, so you get a remainder of 1. So again, it will start with Tuesday, right? Again, it will start with Tuesday. Barabar. So basically, on 7th day, it will again start with Tuesday, right? Again, it will be, oh, sorry, did Tuesday, Wednesday. So we forgot Wednesday here in between, guys. Tuesday के बाद you have Wednesday, no? Here, second day will be Wednesday, Thursday, sorry, my bad, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. So on 7th day, you are having again the same day, right? And on 8th day, you will be again starting with Tuesday. So basically, you have to find out the remainder when you divide by 7. So let's see now, guys, we have total 10 raised to 6th day. So there will be 6 zeros in front of 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now let's find out the remainder when you divide by 7, right? So how do you see? 7 ones are 7. I'll carry over 3. It will become 30, right? 7 I'll carry over 2. It will become 20, right? Then 7 2s are 14. I'll carry over 6. It will become 60. 7 8s are 56. I'll carry over 4. It will become 40, right? Then 7 5s are 35. I'll carry over 5. It will become 50. Now last number is becoming 50. So if you divide 50 by 7, you will get a remainder of 1. So once you get the remainder of 1, what should be the day now, guys? It should be definitely Tuesday, right? So Tuesday will be correct answer. Clear? Okay. See, guys, this fourth question. Okay. A mother said to his daughter, X years back, I was as old as you are now. Right. Now, let's say, for example, if I start with today, okay, if I start with today, let's say mother's age is M and daughter's age is D. Now, if I go X years back, if I go X years back, so what will be the age of mother? It will be M minus X. And what will be the age of daughter? It will be D minus X. Now, what they are talking, my present age is 3 times your age 3x years back. See now, guys, mother is saying that your present age, right? Sorry, my present age is basically M. Mother ka present age is M. That is 3 times your daughter's age x years back. So what was the daughter's age x years back? It will be D minus X. So M is equal to 3 into D minus X. So that will be 3D minus 3x M, right? Then उसके बाद if, oh sorry, X years back, I was as old as you are now. So X years back, mother's age was M minus X. We forgot this first statement. And she is as old as her daughter now. So what is the present age of daughter? It is D. So you have these two equations, first and two, second. Third equation they are giving us in terms of summation. The summation of present ages of mother and daughter is 120 years. So M plus D is 120, right? So this is the third equation. Now by solving these the three equations, you have to find out the difference of M minus D. Okay. Now how do we solve this, guys? Okay. Let's say from first and second equation, what we can do is if I put M into this, sorry, X ka value as, X will be what? X will be M minus D, right? X will be M minus D. Now let's put this into first equation, right? So M will be equal to 3D minus 3 into x will be m minus d, right? So let's solve this. 3d minus 3m plus 3d, right? That will equal to m. So this will be 4m equal to 6 times of d, right? So m is what, guys? M is 2 times of d, right? Sorry, not 2 times, 3 by 2 times of d. Now you have this equation. M is what? 3 by 2 times of d plus d is equal to 120. So 5 by 2 times of daughter skies is equal to 120. Okay, then what? This 24. So d will be equal to 48. Now you have d as 48, right? What will be mother's age? 3 by 2 into 48, right? So this is 24. So 72 will be age of mother and 48 will be age of daughter. So m minus d, 70, 24 hours. Option A is correct answer. Clear? Easy question this was, right? Now see guys, fifth question. Fifth question guys, see. Two boats traveling at 5 and 10 km per hour head directly towards each other. See now guys, let's say this is the first boat, okay? And this is the second boat. Let it make like a boat, okay? The first one is traveling at 5 km per hour and second one is traveling at 10 km per hour towards each other, okay? Initially they were 20 kilometers apart, right? Initially they were 20 kilometers apart. So how far they are in kilometer? So basically they are 1 meter before they collide. See now guys, we have not been given any information about the speed of water, right? Speed of flow. So we can consider speed of flow as 0 because we don't have any information, right? Now in this case, this they are as they are approaching towards each other, so their relative speed will be basically addition, right? So 5 plus 10 will be 15 kilometer per hour, right? So this is the relative speed they are traveling with towards each other. Now the initial distance between them is 20 kilometer, but we don't have to think about it. So guys, we have what we have been asked, how far they are from one another before 1 minute they collide, right? So basically we have to find out in 1 minute how much distance they travel, right? In 1 minute, how much distance they travel. So our speed is in r, so we will convert this minute into hours. So that will be 1 by 60 r, right? 1 by 60 r. Now you know the formula. Speed, relative speed will be basically what? Distance upon time. So we have to find out distance to relative speed into time, right? So speed is 15 km per hour and time is 1 by 60 r. So if you solve this, it will be basically 1 by 4 kilometer, right? So before they collide, so in last 1 minute, what distance they will be covering? 1 by 4 kilometer, right? Because their relative speed we know now. So in 1 minute, we have to find out what much distance they will travel. Option C, right? Easy question this was. See now guys, set 19, first question. Out of horse toys produced in a factory, 15% are defective, while 20% of the rest are sold in Indian market. See now guys, so what we will do is, sorry, then let's proceed further. If the remaining 8840 toys are left for export, then the number of toys produced in the factory is. See now, I will consider 100x are the number of toys which are produced in factory, out of which 15x, right? 15% are defective. What will be non-defective item? It will be 85%, right? So 85 times of x. So out of this 85%, 20% are being sold into domestic market, right? So 20% will be 0.2 into 85x, right? And what will be the remaining which are sold to, which are exported? That will be 80%, right? Because this 20% are domestic market and 80% are for export, right? Export. So 0.8 into 85 times of x. And we know we have been given this value, which is 8840, right? Now, if you calculate the value of this x 8840 divided by 0.8 into 85. So this answer would be 130, right? So what we have to do is we have to find out the horses which are produced in the factory. So that will be 100x. So 100 into 130. So that will be 13,000. Okay, so option B. See the next question now, guys. Second question says, 10 years ago, the ages of a member of a family of 8 people added up to 231 years. Okay, now we will start with, let's say, we are in 2025 now. So 10 years back, let's say it will be 2015, right? So in the year of 2015, what is the summation of ages? It is 231. And how many members are there? 8 members are there, right? Now, what is happening? 3 years later, one member died at the age of 60 years. So 3 years later, यानी कि what? 2018, right? 2018 May, one member died at the age of 60 years. So summation will be 231 minus 60, right? 231 minus 60. And a child was born during the same year. Okay, a child was born during the same year. But in 3 years, what will happen? Other members will also increase. Ages of others member will also increase, right? So 231, right? So before we kill this person, what we will do is, what will be the summation of ages after 3 years that we will calculate. So it will be 231 plus 8 people are there, and each person's age will increase by 3 years. So 231 plus 8 into 3 will be the age, total age. But what has happened? This person who was aging 60 will die, right? So this will be the summation now. Summation of ages in the year of 2018, right? What will be this? 231 plus 24 minus 60. So that will be 195 years, right? So in 2018, we will be having. Now in the same year, one child one has born, right? Child one has born. Now what is happening again? Another after 3 years, one more member died again at the age of 60. So let's move to 2021 now, right? 2021, right? And what is the age now? How many years we have proceeded, guys? Plus 3, 6 years we are proceeded now. So 195 is the age. How much age will be there after 3 years? There are total 8 members because one child was born here. So 195 plus 8 into 3 will be the age, right? In the year 2021. But one member has also died now. So what will be the summation? 195 plus 24 minus 60. So that will be 159, right? So 159 is the age in the year 2021. But in this case, again, one child has born. So the total number of members here, again, it was 8. And here it will again become 8, right? Now what we have to do is, we have to find out the current average age of 8 members joint family is nearest to. Now we have to come to 2025, right? So how many years? 4 years, right? 21 plus 4 will be 25. 4 years have been passed. So 159 plus 4 into 8, because 4 years have passed and there are total 8 members in the family. So how much will be the age now? 159 plus 4 into 8 is 32. So that will be 191 years, right? And how many? What will be average? Average will be 191 divided by 8, right? So this will be what, guys? 191 if I divide by 8. So that will be 23 point something, right? 23.8, right? So approximately 23.8. So it is closest to what, guys? 24 years, right? It is closest to 24 years. So option C is correct answer. See now, third question, guys. Third question. Third question says, an elevator has a weight of 630 kgs, right? So maximum capacity of elevator is 630 kg. It is carrying a group of people of whom the heaviest weighs 57 kg and the lightest weighs 53 kg. What is the maximum number of people in the group? See now, guys, we have to maximize the number of people. So what we will do? One person that we know is has to be 57 kgs, right? So if I consider X number of people are there total, okay, X number of people are there total. So what I will do is, remaining people I will make only of 53 kg weight. That so I will get the maximum number of people that elevator can travel, right? So 57. So one person has been 57 kg. right? The remaining will be x minus 1 because total number of people are x, right? Into 53 kg. And what should be the summation? It should be 630 kg, right? Because total summation is 630. Now, if you solve for this, so this 57 plus 53x minus 53 will be 630, right? So this 57 minus 53 is 4. 53x will be 630 minus 4, right? So 50x will be what basically, guys? 626 divided by 53. And this would approximately will give me a value of 11 point something, right? 11 point something. Right. So how much maximum number of people I can carry? Because if let's say it is 11.3, this 0.3 I cannot calculate, right? Because I cannot have a person which is 0.3, right? So 11 will be max. So maximum number of people which I can carry is option D, 11. Right. See now this fourth question, guys. Fourth question is about finding out the pattern. So 53 minus 23, it is giving me 3. 63 minus 18, it is giving me 4. 0. See now, guys, in this case, what is happening? If I do the addition of digits, so 3 plus 5 minus this 2 plus 3, right? 2 plus 3 will give me what? 8 minus 5 will be basically 3. Now let's say about this 63 minus 18, right? It will be 6 plus 3 minus 1 plus 8. It is giving me 0. So this is the pattern in this question. So in the third as well, you will see the same pattern. So let's see 56 minus 64 will be how much? 5 plus 6 is 11 minus 6 plus 4, right? So 11 minus 10 will be 1. So 1 will be correct answer in this case, option C. Very easy question. See the last question now, guys. The number of girls appearing for an admission examination is twice the number of boys. See now, the number of girls are 2 times number of boys, right? If 30% of the girls and 45% of the boys get the admission, the percentage of candidates who do not get the admission. So what we will do is we have to find out the number of candidates who are not getting the admission. So we'll assume that, guys, boys are 100. Okay, so boys are 100, what will be girls? It will be 2 into 100. 200 will be girls. See now, out of these 100 boys, 45% are getting admission, right? So 45 boys will get the admission, right? Now let's talk about girls. So you have 200 girls, 30% of the girls are getting admission. So 30% of 100 is 30 and 30% of 200 will become 60. So how much guys are getting admission? Admission वाले बंदे are basically 60 plus 45. That will be 105 only. Right? What are the remaining guys? Remaining candidates कितने? That will be 300 because total candidates are 100 plus 200 now, right? 300 are the total candidates. 300 minus 105 is what? 195. So let's calculate the percentage because 195 students have not got the admission. So 195 divided by 300. Total number of, right? So let's solve this. 3 6 18, 3 5 so 65% of the candidates will not have not got the admission. Option D. Again, easy question. See the last set now, guys. Okay. Last set says n is the number 1421 into. Oh, sorry, guys. This is a mistake. Huh? Here it should be 1423. My bad. And again, it is 1425. Then this question becomes easy to solve. Okay. The order should have been 1421, 1423, and 1425. What is the remainder when n is divided by 12? So 1421. So what we will do, guys, is if you see 1421, if you just make addition of 2, you will get 1423. And if you make addition of 2 here, you will get 1425. Right. So let's calculate the remainder when you divide 1421 by 12. Okay. So what will be the remainder here? 12 ones are 12. I'll carry over 2. This will become 22. Again, 12 ones are 12. I'll carry over 10. This will become 101. Then 12 8s are 96, remainder will be 5. 101 divided by 96 will be 5. So remainder will be 5 in this case, right? So if this number, I'll write all these number again, 1421, 1423 and 1425. This first number is giving me a remainder of 5. Second should give me a remainder of 7, right? Because it is addition of 2 only, and it should give me a remainder of 9. So let's take, for finding out the final remainder, let's take multiplication of all these numbers, remainders again, because there is multiplication in between. So 5 sevens are 35. 35 into 9 is 315, right? तो 315 को 12 से फिर से डिवाइड करके देखो, तो 12 2s are 24, right? 12 2s are 24. I'll carry over 7. This will become, sorry, 24 6. This will become 65, right? And remainder will be what? Did we make a mistake, guys? 315 by 12. 12 ones are 12, 12 twos are 24. So 24 minus 31 is basically 7. So I'll carry over 7 here. It will become 75 by 12. So 12 6 are 72, right? 12 6 are 72. So remainder will be 3. So final remainder will be 3, basically option E. See now, second question. Let S be the set of all prime numbers less than 100. Okay, so what will be the prime numbers, guys, less than 100? First prime number is 2. Second prime number is 3. Third prime number is 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, and so on. Okay, so let's say the last prime number is 97, right? Up to 100. See now, when all the elements of S are multiplied together, how many consecutive zeros will be there in the product? Okay, see now, what will be the consecutive zeros in the end of product? So for example, guys, let's say if I make a multiplication of 2 into 5, I'll get 10. Okay, so there is 1 0 in the product in the end, right? See now, for example, if I make 10 into 50, I'll get 2 zeros, 500. Okay, but if you see, guys, this number of 0 basically depends on pair of 2 and 5, right? जैसे कि for example, I was having one pair of 2 and 5 in this case. In the second case, what is the number of pairs I'm having? This 10 can be written as 5 into 2, and this 50 can be written as 5 into 2 into 5, right? So how many pairs of 2 and 5 I'm getting? This is first pair and this is second pair. So only 2 pair I'm getting. So last 2 zeros are depending only on the pairs of 2 and 5 I can get. See now, guys. So if you see, what can be the number of, if I make the set summation, sorry, a multiplication, so it will be 2 into 3 into 5 into 7 into 11. So you tell me, guys, how many pairs of 2 and 5 I can get maximum? So 2 is the only even prime number which you know, right? I don't have any prime number which is even other than 2. So there is only one 2. So how many pairs of 2 and 5 I can get? I can get only one pair. So number of zeros in the product, in the end, it will be only 0, one pair, one number of 0, right? So if you multiply all these number together, in the end, you will have only 1 0, right? Only 1 0. So in this case, option A becomes correct answer. See this third question, guys. This is one of your PYQ from last year. Let P and Q be positive integer satisfying P is less than Q. P ka value should be less than Q definitely. And P plus Q is K. What is the smallest value of K that does not determine P and Q uniquely? See now, guys. So we have to find out what is the smallest value of P plus Q where P and Q are integers, right? Given to us. So I can say that P is 1 and Q is 2. So 1 plus 2 is what? 3. In this case, I am getting P is less than Q, right? Because 1 is less than 2. This is getting satisfied. If I get P as 2, right? If it, again, I'll keep P as 1 and Q as 2. Sorry, Q as 3. I will get 4. So again, in this case, 1 is less than 3. So P ka value Q se chota hai, right? But if I get 1 plus 4, right? So in this case, I'm having P ka value as 1 and Q ka value as 4. Equation is getting satisfied, right? P is less than Q. But I can also get summation of 5 as 2 plus 3. It is 5. Again, still P is less than Q. So for the summation of 5, I have two values of P and Q, right? I have two values of P and Q. So for the summation of 5, you will not get unique values of P and Q, right? So 5 will be correct answer. right? Fourth question, it says 10 points are marked on a straight line and 11 points are marked on another straight line. See now, let's say this is first straight line and this is second straight line. So on the first line you have 10 points. I'll write 10 points here. And on the second line you have 11 points, right? Now, how many triangles can be constructed with the vertices among above the points? Okay, from among above the points. See now, how many triangles you can form? This is the question. See now, guys. So if I choose two vertices from the first line, I will get this first triangle with the first point, right? If I, let's say second point is here, I can keep the 2 points on the first line itself. I will get the second triangle. Let's say this is the third point. I will keep again first 2 points same, and this is the third triangle. So this way, how many triangles we can form, guys? See now. So if I talk about first line, I can do in the reverse way as well. For example, I can have 2 points on the last line, this line, and like this way, 1 point on the first line, like this, right? So I have these both options. See now, guys, I have to choose 2 points from the first line, 2 points from the first line. So how many ways are there? It will be combination, right? 10 C2. And how many points are there in the second line? 11 points, right? So this will be into 11. 11 triangles I can form with this 10 C2. Similarly, from the second line, I can choose 11 C2, 2 number of points, right? 11 C2. And how many number of lines I have on the first line? 10 number of lines. Okay. Now, if you solve this, it will be 10 into 9 into 8 factorial divided by 8 factorial into again 2 factorial plus 11 into 10 into 9 factorial divided by 11 minus 2 is 9 factorial into 2 factorial into 10. Now let's solve this. This will get cancelled. 8. This, sorry, we have forgot to multiply it by 11, right? This 11. This 5 and this again 5. So if you solve this, guys, okay, if you do the multiplication, that will give you answer of 1045. So 1045 is correct answer here, right? Fourth question, and see the last question from today's set, guys. This fifth set, 720 sweets are distributed equally amongst the children in such a way that the number of sweets received by each child is 20% of the total children. See now, guys, let's say total children, if I consider X, then the number of sweets received are how much? Number of sweets received by each children will be how much? 20% of the total children, right? Each child will be how much? 20% of the total children. So that will be 0.2 times of X. See now, how many sweets did each receive? See now, 720 sweets are there. One child is receiving 0.2x number of sweets. Okay, so what is happening now? I am dividing total number of sweets by the number of sweets that each child is getting. That will give me total number of child. That will be basically X, right? 0.2x is what? The sweets that each child is getting, and X are the total number of child. Now it will be 720 divided by 0.2, it will become 3600. That will become X square, right? So X square value will become 60, right? But what we have to find out, how many sweets did each child receive? So we want 0.2x, right? So 0.2 into 60 will be 12, right? So 12 number of sweets will be received by each of the child, right? So option A is correct answer in this case. Okay, guys. So this was the last question for today. We will end our session here, right? And let's go for the second inning, guys. Let's hope India wins today. See you guys next week. Bye-bye.